everybody. Navy Doc 5184 here. Thank you for joining us as we watch the classic Night of the Living Dead. I'm actually joined off camera by my wife, Christy.
Hi.
And right now, also joining us on Discord, we got my brother Bobby joining us. Bobby, say hello to the people.
Howdy.
Oh. As you can tell, it sounds like he's quite excited for this. We actually have one more who's going to be coming in. We'll give him a few minutes to see if he's going to hop on, but he did say that he may be hopping in later, so don't know. Oh, that's okay.
We did this a year ago.
No, actually, it was probably closer to 3.
3
Oh.
years ago? No. Really?
Maybe it was 2, at least 2. Because we didn't have a Halloween live stream last year.
No. Okay, so we did it 2 years ago, but we went through the entire thing and then found out that the sound of the movie.
Yeah, wasn't going on.
So nobody can hear the movie but us. And I don't think many people would want to just hear us.
Yeah, I mean, granted, this is a movie a lot of people have probably, well, I imagine a lot of people have seen, but I don't know for sure, so.
I never saw it before last year. Oh, never. I thought this was a dark thing that was open.
Oh. Alright, so. What's up?
I was gonna say what's funny is with the classic Night of the Living Dead, when people always like, it's like, how would you fare the zombie apocalypse? I'm like, oh, it depends. Are there zombies like the classic Night of the Living Dead? Because if it is, I think I would make it just fine.
Why does he sound so low? Do I not have it turned up all the way on
No, it's turned up. I don't know. It could just be. Hey, what's your mic volume set at? Because you're still kind of low.
But it could be the earbuds too.
Let me check.
It's crazy. I don't normally have to worry about this because usually when I'm on Discord with him, I'm actually sitting beside him in the living room. So I never really think about how loud or quiet he is on Discord.
Yeah. And Eric's gonna be on Discord too, right?
Eventually.
Yeah, so it might be similar. And where is the mic? Because
It's right there.
okay, because obviously I'm kind of far away from it.
Yeah, don't worry, folks. We're just checking out some technical stuff, and then we'll probably get started with the movie in just a couple minutes. Like I said, I don't exactly know how long Eric is going to be getting on, but we don't want to wait forever. I'll let him know that we're starting.
I'm gonna try using your one you left over here.
Okay, I think you actually sounded louder right there.
Him?
Are you sure about that?
No, not anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna try your old one real quick. So I'm gonna disconnect it.
Okay. The joys of live streams, folks. You run into technical difficulties just as everything's getting started. It's like everything goes, looks great, right, going on before. Then you actually start the thing and it just all goes south. It's like, what?
I can't share it.
Oh, well, it'll be fine.
No, it won't. I don't want other people to be able to see. Oh. Okay, maybe there's a way I can do it. Sorry, I interrupted you and you were talking.
I don't even. Oh, it wasn't like I was talking about. I was talking about technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulties.
Oh, in the meantime, gotta screw the water here. So while we're waiting on Bobby to come back, I'll kind of let you in on what my plans are probably from this Halloween out. So my plan is to kind of take a classic Halloween movie and then like the weekend of. Doug, my dude, how you doing? By the time I caught you in something of these, how you doing, my man? This guy right here is probably one of my biggest watchers of like my Angelina Jordan reactions.
Oh yeah.
Anytime I do an Angelina Jordan reaction, I can always count on Doug to be in that reaction. He's one of probably like maybe 3 or 4 people where I see the name on there, it's like I instantly know who it is.
Thanks.
Yes, he's a solid one, that's for sure. Minnesota, I can appreciate that. You know, funny thing is, I was actually born and raised in Iowa. I lived there for 20 years before I joined the Navy. And my brother Bobby, he's actually going to be joining back on our Discord a little bit. He's a big Minnesota Vikings fan, so he'll appreciate to know that there's somebody from Minnesota in the chat. It's because he's chatting on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Doug is definitely one of the ones where I can always count on him whenever I do Angelina Jordan reactions. I can always count on him being there. So nice to. Yeah, we're actually getting ready to watch Night of the Living Dead here, and that's actually when I saw you, I was just saying that what I plan on doing was trying to do a classic Halloween movie on the weekend of Halloween. They will be older movies because obviously with copyright rules, there's only so many things I can do for the actual watch party. So this year we're doing Night of the Living Dead. Next year I plan on doing Nosferatu. Well, I'm sure if it's anything like Iowa, you know, I would imagine that it's probably close to the same. Granted, I would imagine you guys are probably a little closer though because you're like right on the Great Lakes. Alright, so Bobby has returned. Bobby, you good? Bobby? Bobby?
I can't hear you, Bob.
Oh, he's definitely muted. That's why you can't hear him.
That would explain a lot, yes.
Hello?
Okay, there you are.
Yeah, the thing is with yours, I needed a 2-prong one, not a 1-prong.
Oh, okay. Well, since you're here, I was telling we got our friend Doug in the chat. He's usually I always see him with my Angelina Jordan reactions, but I just found out that he's from Minnesota.
Oh, nice.
So I figured you would appreciate that. I told him that, you know, we were born and raised in Iowa, but I told him that you're a Minnesota Vikings fan.
Yes, I sure am. Somebody in the family had to take the mantle from Dad.
That is true, yeah. Our dad was a big Minnesota Vikings fan, so I'm a 49ers fan, which actually, now that I bring that up, anybody who's watching this, I want you all to know, if you know me, I'm a big 49ers fan. I'm here with y'all instead of watching the 49ers Cowboys game, so hope y'all just...
Whoa. That is big.
What was that, Bobby?
Oh no. I was playing your stream on YouTube on my phone. So you
Oh,
probably
okay,
heard that.
gotcha.
I just forgot to turn the volume down before.
Lake Minnetonka. You know, every time I see that, all I can think of is that scene from the movie Purple Rain with Prince and Apollonia. Lake
I
Minnetonka.
know, right?
Alrighty, so I think we have chit-chatted long enough. I haven't gotten a response from Eric yet, so I don't know when he's going to be hopping on. So I think we'll go ahead and get this thing started. I'm still sharing my screen on there, right?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alrighty. All right, Doug, so sit back, get some popcorn. I don't know how you like to enjoy watching movies, but here we go.
Yeah, 1968.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, interesting. The Prince had a house on Lake Minnetonka, rented it from the guys at Flight Time Records. That is a Prince fact I did not know.
Interesting. No, it's not ironic that there was somebody in the crew of a horror movie that's first name is Vincent.
You know, you're onto something there. I'm gonna turn this down just a tad. I'm turning it down for us, but it's still the same on the stream, so we'll still be working for everybody else.
Just now thinking about it, getting to that graveyard must have been a pain in the butt. You had to do that UE right there, that sharp turn.
Huh?
You didn't see that where he looked like he did a UE?
Oh yeah, you're talking about like that real sharp turn he took to get into the cemetery?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug, that sounds about right. Jimmy Jam and because I know there was Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I know both of those names.
They ought to make the day the time changes, the first day of summer.
What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us.
That was an appropriate
Now, we
reaction.
still got a
to
3-hour
that
drive
freaking
back. We're not going to
statement.
be home until after midnight.
Well, if it really bugged you,
You talking
Johnny,
about Barbara or Johnny?
You think I want to blow sun
Johnny's
on a
reaction
scene like
when he
this?
just what?
You know, I figure we're either going to have to move
No,
Mother
that was a
out
pretty
here or move the
appropriate
grave
reaction.
into Pittsburgh.
I
She
agree.
can't make a trip like this.
Oh, I don't know that she can. Is there any of that
Wait.
candy left?
No.
Look at this thing. We still remember.
they're at the-
I don't.
okay,
You know,
that's-
I don't even remember what
Yeah.
the man looks
So
like.
they're visiting
Johnny,
their
it takes
dad's
you
grave.
5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to drive back and forth. Mother wants to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at home.
Well, we're here, John, all right?
I mean, that's what like in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
And then you had to manually
Oh,
roll
it's
up
just
the
something
window.
that Doug was talking about
ladies and
how
gentlemen,
Prince rented.
We're coming back on the air
so
after
where-
an interruption due to technical problems.
Where are they from?
Oh, I don't know where they.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know where they filmed this actually. I want to say Pennsylvania somewhere, but I could be wrong.
There's nothing wrong with the radio. Must have been the station.
Which row is it in?
They actually did release this on DVD in color, and honestly, I think it's a lot better in black and white.
Yeah.
Well, it probably feels more eerie.
Yeah. It's like with everything in color, it's like it just didn't have the same feel.
Well, there's no one around.
Like those old
Well,
Frankenstein.
it's late. You'd gotten up earlier.
Oh, look, I already lost an hour's
Yeah.
sleep on the time change.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk. There it is.
I feel like the last
What was the male equivalent of a Karen again? Was it Kevin?
Kevin.
See, so even back in the 60s, we had Kevins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, here's my question. Has it been
Thanks,
that
Doug.
long
Thanks
that
so
they
much.
Happened to the one
Appreciate it.
from last year.
I'm sorry,
Here's
what was
my
that,
question.
Bobby?
Each year we spend good money on these
Have they
things.
not visited
They're
the
out
grave
here and the one
anytime
from
soon?
last year's gone.
Because
Well,
it seemed like they were
flowers
lost.
die, and the
No, they-
caretaker
well,
or somebody
according to
takes
him, it
them
sounds like they
away.
do it every year.
Yeah, a little spit and polish. You can clean this up.
And yet,
Sell it next year. Wonder how many
Yeah.
times we bought the same one.
Yeah, thanks again, Doug. Thanks again.
Hey, come on, Barb. Church was this morning, huh?
We're a little bit special. That's it.
I'm walking, he puts on the gloves like he's gonna go kill him.
Hey, I mean, praying's for church, huh? Come on.
I haven't seen you in church lately.
Well, there's not much sense in my going to church. Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boys, you'll be damned to hell."
So that's
Remember that? Right over there. Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny.
Hey, Doug. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy dinner.
Stop it now.
We actually had roasted hot dogs over a small fire on our fire pit.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it.
But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Glad to actually have time to actually talk to you outside just comments, dude.
Stop
Appreciate you being
You're
here.
acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny.
What's funny was he was kind of right.
There was no kinda about it. He was completely right. I believe so. This started everything.
Okay, see, that's where I'd have thrown him down. I'd been gone.
Yeah, I mean the fact that he's saying, but I mean, hey, I mean, the homeboy was trying to defend his sister, but really, what a way to go, though. The head smashed on the tombstone.
I know, right?
It does make you wonder. Though.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the first fall. But I mean,
That's the running joke, though.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. She fell. She sat there for a minute. She got up, got in the car, and locked the door. She was able to do that all before the zombie approached. Got there. You know what?
But
That would be one of the smartest zombies.
I know, right? And that's the crazy thing about it. It's like. That is correct. Johnny has things. And that's the crazy thing. It's like he's like doing a full-on zombie sprint. Like you were talking about, like if you had to deal with the zombies like from this movie, like you'd be okay. But at the same time, I think these zombies are a little underrated because they apparently have some brains. No pun intended.
I mean, brains don't matter if they can't catch you.
Hey, fair. That is fair. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can find that on YouTube.
Price's 1950s beat movies.
time I hear White Zombie, though, I think of White Zombie.
Yeah. That's why I was like, you got
Which makes you wonder if that's where they got the idea for the name.
Maybe that explains a lot, right?
See, one thing I'm gonna give her credit for is she at least had the presence of mind to get a weapon.
Yeah. So we can and she wasn't running backwards. So many of these horror flicks, they run backwards and fall.
Dude, in this movie, there's no forgiving falling. I mean, you're really in no mortal danger unless the zombie's right on top of you when you fall.
That is a good point.
Yeah, something I was gonna Walking Dead, right? Like, pretty much.
Well, at least she was polite enough to put the phone back.
Wait, what?
She was polite enough to put the phone back on the phone.
Not alone, folks. Speaking of moving backwards. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now about this part coming up. I am not gonna give her any crap for what she's about to do after seeing that.
Well, I was just reading about how it was a controversial thing because they considered it a project for the time. And I was thinking so sorry that some of them were doing the theater and stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I'm like, I forgot all about that scene. Which is one of the times to change, right?
I mean, heck, even this right here.
Yeah. Yeah. My goodness.
It's all right. Don't worry about him. I can handle him. Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us.
What cracks me up though is like
Truck is
on
out of
movies
gas.
back then,
This
they always
pump
have
on
that
is locked. Is there a
awkward
key?
stare.
We can try to get out of here if we can get some
They
gas.
got
Is there
the
a
what
key?
stare?
Awkward stare where someone pops up and they just sit there and look at each other for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose you've tried this.
That's a fair assessment. Wee.
Do you live here?
See, here's the thing I'm curious though. It's like, how did they not see that thing until they get to near top of the stairs?
Yeah.
It's probably just for you.
Probably for a fact. I guess so, but I mean, I still feel like they ought to see something.
We've got to get out of here. We have to get to where there's some other people. Maybe we better take some food. I'll see if I can find some food.
through for like the past hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff to take in such a short amount of time.
What's happening?
How do you think it's happening?
What's happening?
I don't think he's not gonna know much more than you. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like the fact that they have the presence of mind to blow out their headlights.
Yep.
There are two of them out there. Have you seen any more around here? I can take care of those two.
I don't
I know you're afraid, but we have
I
to.
don't know! I don't know! What's happening?
I gotta give that one some credit. You know, the fact that he actually had a little bit of distance on there, so he's got a nice arm on
You
him.
gotta get good aim, yeah.
Maybe he was a pitcher before he died.
Who knows? Yeah, well, you gotta remember, they gotta be more careful with the strike since they don't have the technology to make it look like you're actually getting them.
I know, she did have kind of rough. It wasn't like a Monday, it was like a bad.
I think that's just being nice about it. I'll take a normal bad Monday over this.
He was preparing his whole life. He was ready.
I'm not sure if he was prepared for his whole life for this. Sure, but sure as heck wasn't gonna go down without a fight. Because you gotta think,
There's just all sorts of
Story there. What did you bury your
know we're in here now.
one in a robe for?
Maybe he wasn't buried on a rope though. I mean, he could have just died in his room.
yeah.
Don't look at it.
I mean, look at that. Open the door, sat there for a second, dragging one of the zombies out. And has time to get back in. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this.
Say what? You forgot about this part? You said?
Yeah, about him lighting it on fire. Like he had all that time, and still able to freaking.
She say thank you.
I think good manners are the last things on their minds right about now.
Mm-hmm.
Get some more lights on in this house.
That could count.
Dude, I gotta feel bad for that dude.
Who, Ben?
Yeah, for Ben. Because, I mean, he's sitting there doing all this. He's probably like, man, what's that? doing all this work and he's moping around. From his point of view, he's probably
Why don't you see
so
if you can find
done
some
with
wood,
it.
some board, something about a fireplace, something we can nail this place up. Oh, God damn! Look, I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to try to board the house up.
See, it's
together.
actually kind of funny
I'm
about
gonna
that. You're
board up
just
the
talking
windows
about like
and the
how he's
doors.
got to be
You
frustrated, but.
understand? We'll be all right here. We'll be all right here until
But
someone
that's what I'm
comes to
saying.
rescue
It's
us.
I think that's what I
But we
like
have to
about
work
it.
together.
It's
You'll
like you
have
can
to
tell
help
he's
me.
definitely
Now, I want you
frustrated,
to
but it's
go
like
in
he
and get some
caught
wood so I
himself
can
like
board the
right
place
away.
up.
He's
You
like,
understand?
okay, look, this
Okay.
girl gone right now. I need to calm down.
Okay.
So
Yeah, look, God, up.
you know what's crazy that even though I've never seen the movie, every time I see that part, I think about the movie Annabelle for some reason. I don't know why. See, seeing that part, I got a question. Is he that strong, or was it just that poorly nailed in that he was just able to
Well, this is
pull it
supposed
off?
to be an abandoned house, right? I mean, that's what I was reading that it's supposed to be.
There's way too much stuff in
I
there
know.
for that to be
Yeah,
abandoned.
totally.
I mean, this is the nicest abandoned house I've ever seen.
Well, that's just what it said on the thing. It was like just randomly.
It's like, he pulled up door, and then she comes in with Dad, sees him. She's like, "Oh, F it."
I mean, at least she's helping with the door.
Yeah, it was just funny though because she literally came in, looked at what he was doing, then she was just like, "Yeah," and just kind of put it on the screen.
No, he's not. I don't know where he is.
I can't tell you through the part. I really can't. Aaron, you guys, really.
It's not that strong. Yeah, I want you to pick out some nails. Pick out the biggest ones you can find. There, this room looks pretty secure. If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors. Won't be long for those things to be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now.
Well, that ain't gonna last long.
They're afraid of fire. I found that out. You know a place back down the road called Beekman's? Beekman's Diner? Anyhow, that's where I found that truck I have out there. There's a radio in the truck. I had jumped in to listen to it when a big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. But there must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it, grabbing and holding on.
Who's on?
I don't know. I just got a disco alarm now. So
Now, I didn't see them at first.
Eric must have getting on there, but it wasn't.
I could just see that the truck was moving in a funny way. And those things were catching up to it. The truck went right across the road. Slammed slammed on my brakes to keep from hitting it myself. It went right through the guardrail. I guess the driver must have cut off the road into that gas station by Beekman's Diner. It went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now it's like a moving bonfire.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what.
Hey, man, that was a gas truck that went through that
Feeling
gas
it, man.
station?
Screaming.
That's what he said.
I can only imagine the size of the explosion with
This
that.
thing is just backing away from it. I looked back at the diner to see if there was anyone there who could help me. It was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled. There wasn't a sign of light left except... By now there were no more screams. I realized that I was alone with 50 or 60 of those things, just standing there, staring at me. I started to drive. I just plowed right through them. They didn't move. They didn't run or just
You got the
stood
right
there
idea.
staring at me. Just
Granted,
wanted
I
to
gotta
crush
say,
them.
depending on how many of those things he ran over, though, that truck's in pretty darn good shape, I have to say.
Scattered through the air like bugs.
We were riding in the cemetery, Johnny and me. Johnny. We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny, and he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?" We didn't have any. And, oh, it's hot in here. Hot. And he said, "Oh, it's late. Why did we start so late?"
See stuff.
And I said,
So we can actually...
"Johnny, if you'd
Yes,
gotten
can.
up earlier, we wouldn't be late."
I don't see
Right there.
Johnny asked me if I were afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "I'm not afraid, Johnny." And then this man started walking up the road. He came slowly, and Johnny kept teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara."
Yes.
And I
There's
laughed
nothing you
at
can
him
do
and said,
avoid it.
"Johnny, stop it." And then Johnny ran away. And I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize.
Why don't you just keep calm?
And I looked up, and I said, "Goody." And he grabbed me. He grabbed me, and he ripped at me. He held me, and he ripped at my clothes.
I think you should just calm down.
Oh, I screamed, "Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh, help
don't
He's
me!"
not wrong, but damn.
And he would
Yeah, I'm about to say
Oh,
he's
he
not
ripped-
wrong, but I mean,
And then Johnny
That's
came
the way-
and he ran.
I think you need to call,
and
sir.
he fought this man.
I think he realized, he's like, oh boy, she's about to go south real
afraid.
quick.
I ran. And Johnny didn't come.
Kind of messed up because he got the trauma dump, but then when she started trauma dumping, it's all you need to calm down.
Well, in his defense,
We better go out.
I think
and
he
get
realized that she was going, like,
him. We have to go out and
it was
get
more
Johnny.
than that for her. It's like she
He's
was
out
losing
there.
her cool, like, real quick. Like,
Please,
he was telling his
don't you
story
hear me?
while
We've
keeping his
got
cool,
to go
but
out
she
and
was,
get him.
yeah.
Please, we have got to go get Johnny. Please help me. Please.
I'd be like, all right, you
Don't
can
you know what's
go.
going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone.
Your brother is dead.
No, my brother is not dead.
It's crazy, like how she just suddenly just got that brave.
Damn, did he have to use the fist?
I mean, you probably didn't have to do anything at all, but again, I mean, with this situation, you can't really expect anyone to really use common good judgment, I guess, especially when the emotions are running that high. I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me that actually wishes I had like an old radio like that. I don't know why.
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of
Just to say
citizens,
you have
and
it?
because of the crisis which is even now developing, this
Maybe.
radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country are pooling their resources through an emergency network hookup to keep you informed of all developments. At this hour, we repeat, these are the facts as we know them. There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified assassins. The murders are taking place in villages, cities, rural
I don't know
homes,
why, I
and
always-
suburbs with no apparent pattern.
I always get a
or
kick
reason
listening
for
to the
blame.
radio
It
broadcast
seems
to
to be
this.
a sudden general explosion
Unknown
of mass homicide.
assassins.
We have some descriptions of the assassins. Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary-looking people. Some say they appear to be in a kind of trance.
Assassins are ordinary.
Describe them as
You
being-
don't say.
So, at this point, there is no really authentic way for us to say who or what to look for and guard yourself against. Misshapen monsters. Reaction of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment at this hour. So far, we have been unable to determine that any kind of organized investigation is yet underway. Police, sheriff deputies, and emergency ambulances are literally deluged with calls for help. The scene can best be described as mayhem.
I gotta give him credit for being able to pull that off without burning
The
himself.
governors of several eastern and midwestern states
I know, right?
have indicated the National Guard may be mobilized at any moment, but that has not happened as yet. The only advice our reporters have been able to get from official sources is for private citizens to stay in their homes behind locked doors. Do not venture outside for any reason until the nature of this crisis has been determined and until we can advise what course of action to take. Keep listening to radio and TV for any special instructions as this crisis
Well, what just
develops.
cracks me up is sitting there listening to
Office and
that
factory workers are
the
being
music
urged to
and then
stay
you
at their
just
places
hearing
of
the
employment,
broadcast in the
not to
background.
make any attempt to
Yeah.
get to their homes. However, in spite of this urging and warning, streets and highways are packed with frantic people trying to reach their families or apparently to flee just anywhere. We repeat, the safest course of action at this time is simply to stay where you are. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just received
keep
word
away
that
for a
the
little bit.
president has called a meeting of his cabinet to deal with the sudden
I can't help
epidemic
but
of
wonder how
murder
much
which
time has
seized the
actually
eastern
passed.
third of this nation. The meeting is scheduled to convene within
know,
the
right?
hour. Members of the presidential cabinet will be joined by officials of the FBI and joint teams behind closed doors. White House spokesman, in announcing this conference,
Did you know
said
there ain't
will be
no
an
way
official announcement as soon as
that
possible
that
following
was
that
done
meeting.
in a very short
This is the latest
time.
dispatch just received in our newsroom.
Especially since he did that all by
Latest word
himself.
also from National Press Services in Washington, D.C. now tells us that the emergency
Yeah, I know,
presidential
right?
conference, which we've just mentioned, will include high-ranking scientists from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. That's the extent of this latest bulletin meeting. Members of his cabinet, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and the scientists from NASA within the hour. All radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country, including the one to which you're listening, have joined their facilities in an emergency network to bring you this news as it develops. We urge you to stay tuned to radio and TV and to stay indoors at all costs. Late reports reaching this newsroom tell of frightened people seeking refuge in churches, schools, and government buildings, demanding shelter and protection from the wholesale murder, which apparently is engulfing much of the nation.
Oh.
Law enforcement officials have a plot to explain
There it
why,
came in.
even at this hour, even to theorize about the reasons
Oh.
for this wave of murder.
What do we have here?
I didn't even hear your little.
That's Goblin Ninja.
I mean, fair.
Okay. Well, you got your long shower. I'm gonna take another walk while you're out there. Gentlemen.
Let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
We're about what? Halfway through this movie?
Not close.
Not quite.
36 minutes in and 58 minutes to go.
Well, sorry to come in and start chatting on anyone watching. I had to come home and from work and then do stuff. I'm a grown up.
Yeah, we know how it
Dinner,
goes.
all that. Already did it. All I can think about seeing him pull out a gun is Coach Boone walking out with a gun and remember the Titans just out of nowhere, a shotgun.
Yeah. Yes. Take your kids downstairs.
Southeastern portion of Texas. Similar killings have been reported around the Houston and Galveston areas, but nothing like
I found a gun and some bullets out there.
It was only late yesterday
Oh, and
when it
these.
became clear we were facing some kind of national emergency. When
That's
press
the
reports began to
least I could do
filter
for you
in,
for knocking me
newsmen
out
and
earlier.
law enforcement agencies were of the opinion
This
that
place is
things
boarded up
Thanks.
pretty solid now.
in nature. However, as the
We gotta be all right here for a while.
Yeah, he did. He punched the shit out of her.
Bullets, food, and the radio. Sooner or later, someone bound to come and get us out.
Creatures from outer space. So again, we join with law enforcement agencies, urging you to seek shelter in a building. Lock the doors and windows securely.
Hey, that's us. We're doing all right.
Precautions of any suspicious strangers. And keep tuned to your radio and television for survival.
True
descriptions
optimist right
and
there.
further details of this continuing story.
Look, I don't know if you're hearing me.
Goes on.
I mean,
That's
I'm going
horrible. Roll
upstairs
out.
now. If anything should try to break in here, I can hear it from up there. I'll be down to take care of it.
We repeat, this radio station.
Everything is all right for now. I'll be back to reinforce the windows and doors later. But you'll be all right for now, okay? Okay.
You know, it's kind of funny.
Civil defense
He
officials
kind of acted
in
like he
Cumberland
didn't
have told
just slump the
newsmen that
crap
murder
out of her
victims
earlier.
show evidence of having been partially devoured.
Oh, one more full day, guys, and then I got a half day at a meeting.
Yay.
Consistent reports from witnesses to the effect that people who acted as though they were in a kind of trance were killing and eating their victims prompted authorities to examine the bodies of some of the victims. Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered. Repeating this latest bulletin just received moments ago from Cumberland, Maryland, civil defense authorities have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers. Medical examination of victims' bodies shows conclusively that the killers are eating the flesh of the people they kill. And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each report. It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening, but these are the reports we have been receiving and passing on to you, reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused situation. It is happening, and it would appear that no one is safe from this wave of mass murder.
So you know my medicine that I accidentally overdosed on earlier?
oh yeah?
I just
I just almost took my night dosage.
Oh my God.
The Butler County Sheriff is
And I was like, wait a minute.
by their slayers
Yeah,
since proven.
yeah. Let's
No further
not.
details available at this time.
You know,
You've
here's my
already taken your daily
I could use
dose.
some help up here.
here's my question.
It's the safest place.
These guys have been hearing all these
Maybe they're
noises
right
for the
there.
How
time.
are we supposed to
They
know
just
what was
now
going on?
decided to check what's
Could've been
going
those
on.
things for all we knew.
That girl was screaming. Sure, you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody ever needed help.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on from down there.
We thought we could hear screams, but for all
They're
we knew,
addressing your
that could've meant
concerns right
those
now.
things were in the house afterward.
And you wouldn't come up and help.
Well, if
I-
they were
I-
wrong,
you know what?
Sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was
think
going
I'd
on?
be checked about it.
You just got finished saying you couldn't hear from down there. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart. It would be nice
I
to
get
get
it.
your story straight, man.
All right, now you
Yeah,
tell
check the
me.
drawers. I might
I'm
want
not
to
gonna
try and
take
keep
that
them
kind of
dry.
chance when we got a safe place. We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
all right, why don't we settle this?
Look, mister, we came up. Okay, we're here. Now I suggest we all go back downstairs before any of those things find out we're in here.
They can't get in here.
You got the whole place boarded up?
Yeah, most of it. All but a few spots upstairs. They won't be hard to fix.
You're insane. The cellar's the safest place.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We were damn lucky to get away at all. Now you tell me those things can't get through this lousy pile of wood?
His wife and kids downstairs. Kids hurt.
Well, I still think we're better off up here.
We could strengthen everything up, Mr. Cooper.
With all of us working, we could fix this place up in no time. We have everything we need up here.
We can take all that up downstairs with us. Man, you're really crazy. You know that? You got 1,000,000 windows up here. All these windows, you're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you, those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
Did you hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
Oh, hell, any good 5 men can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things.
See,
And
it's
as soon
crazy.
they
As
know
much
we're
as
here,
I
these
hate
things are
him,
gonna
he
crawl
does
over
bring
us.
up good
Well, if
points,
there's that
but
many, they'll probably get us wherever we are.
it's like, geez.
I mean, his ultimate
The
point
cellar,
is
there's
still
only one door,
the most
right?
flawed.
Just one door, that's
It's going
all we have to
downstairs.
protect.
Right,
All right,
ultimately,
there's
yeah,
locks
but
and
it's
boards
like
on the
what he was talking about
inside.
with the car. It's
But
like
up
he's
here, all
not
these
wrong.
windows, why, we'd never know where they were going to hit us next.
You got a point, Mr.
But it's
Cooper.
like,
But down in the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean, if they did get in, there'd be no back exit. We'd be done for. We can get out of here if we have to. And we got windows to see what's going on outside. But down there with no windows, if a rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know it.
But the cellar is the strongest place.
The cellar is a death trap.
I don't know, Mr. Cooper. I think he's right. You know how many's out there?
I don't know. Maybe 6 or 7.
Look, you two can do whatever you like. I'm going back down to the cellar, and you better decide. Because I'm going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock it again no matter what happens.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Cooper.
No, I'm not going to wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours.
Now, wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to. And if we do decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
the one guy
Lock
who,
yourself
like,
in the cellar and those things
is
get in
like
the house,
the
you
voice
had
of
it.
reason.
At least up here you have a fighting chance.
No, when he turned after he said that,
Looks like
I just
Johnny
pictured him
is
going,
now.
bitch.
It's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
I don't know why. Every time I see that scene, I just feel like that sympathy pain in my hand, even though I know they're not feeling pain.
I just picture when he's hitting them, the zombies was like, ow!
Harry?
It's all right.
Harry, what's happening?
It's all right.
I wouldn't call that all right, but I mean, it's not horrible either.
I mean, least they're not as aggressive as the zombies nowadays.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're not aggressive.
Not to the point of freaking nowadays zombies.
We gotta fix these boards.
Bug.
You're crazy. Those things are going to be at every window and door in this place. We've got to get down into the cellar.
Go down in your damn cellar. Get out of here!
I'm taking the girl with me.
You leave her here. Keep your hands off her. And everything else that's up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here. And the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
The man's insane. He's insane. We've got to have food down there. We've got a right.
This is your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him?
Well,
Yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around the bush.
listen, I got a kid down there. She can't possibly, I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket and those things smashing through the windows.
Well, you're her father. If you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough for the kid that old man is so stupid. Now, you get the hell down in the cellar. We can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
I love this man.
Bastards. You know, I won't open this door again. I mean it.
Mr. Cooper, with your help, we could...
With my help.
Let him go, man. His mind is made up. Just let him go.
Wait a minute. Judy, come on up here, honey.
You're gonna let them get hurt too, huh? It's all right, honey. Go ahead.
If we stick together, man, we can fix it up
Pretty
real
strong
good.
looking boards.
There's lots of places we can run to up here.
Yeah.
Mr. Cooper, we'd all be a lot better off if all three of us were working together.
Hey. Hey, kid.
What? Yeah.
He's wrong, you know. I'm not boxing myself in down there.
We repeat, this radio station will remain on the air day and night.
Well, we're safe now. It's boarded up tight.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there, let them. There are two other people upstairs, a man and a girl.
We heard the screaming.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to
Yeah.
take any unnecessary chances.
Of course not.
Why are you
Harry.
whispering?
Is she all right?
I don't know what it is. She feels warm. Maybe it's shock.
Fun movie trivia.
Where'd you get the
Those
bandage?
two are actually married.
Some laundry in a basket.
Really?
I tore a sheet.
Yeah. In fact, I think they were... I don't remember what they were. I know they were part of the crew of the movie. I
Let
think
them
they might have
stay
been
upstairs.
producers.
Let them. Too many ways those monsters can get in up there. We'll see who's right. We'll see when they come begging me to let them in down here.
That's important, isn't it?
What?
To be right, everybody else to be wrong.
What do you mean by that?
Kind of obvious to
Does
me,
anyone
homie.
up there know why we're being attacked?
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's some kind of mass murder. It's going on everywhere. The radio said to stay inside.
Radio?
Radio upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
I know what I'm doing.
What did it say?
Nothing. Nothing. They don't know anything yet. There's mass murder everywhere, and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
Take the boards off that door.
We are staying down here, Helen.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication. If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for us to tell us what to do. How are we going to know what's going on if we lock ourselves in this dungeon? We may not enjoy living together.
He passed away in '88.
But dying together isn't going to solve anything. Those people aren't our enemies.
Mr. Cooper! Mr. Cooper, Ben found a television set upstairs.
50s?
Let's go up. Tom?
Yeah.
If Judy would come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Okay, yeah, right away.
Will you do it?
Do I have to?
Look, honey, nothing's gonna get done with them down there and us up here. Do this for me.
Okay.
Okay, open up.
It's weird how she's like so timid about it. It's like, all you're doing is just watching the kid.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'll take good care of her, Helen. She's all I have. Why don't you go upstairs now?
Yeah.
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 Her brother was killed.
Hey, give me a hand with this thing.
I gotta go help Ben with the television.
I could go.
Huh?
I said that could go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. I'd say.
What?
What?
Don't be afraid of me.
What'd you say?
I'm Helen Cooper, Harry's wife.
You talking to me?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just said something.
Oh, I was doing math in my head,
Oh,
but I was saying it out loud.
Look at this. There's a million weeks.
I was refilling a med, and I was checking if I had reached my 3-month
Give me one of those.
mark to refill. And I've actually almost hit the 4-month mark, so I'm good.
gotcha.
Her
Gotcha.
brother was killed.
I last filled it on July 6th. So me being out of it's okay, just out of it,
Talk
and
about these windows.
luckily it's not one where if I don't take for a day or two, I'll die.
There
I
could
can
be
pick it up
15 million of
Tuesday.
those things out there. That's how much good these windows are.
Wait a moment.
Why don't
I
you
like
do
him,
something
you know,
to help
yeah.
somebody?
Think so.
Here I have it. Drag a couple of those chairs together.
There's a socket over here.
I'm gonna play Helen.
You better watch this and try to understand what's going
She
on.
assisted in the film's screenwriting.
I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Is there anything I can do to
I don't want to hear any more from you, mister. If you stay up here, you take orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on.
Doesn't
There's
look
no sound.
ordinary.
Play with the rabbit ears.
Reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this?
Shut up!
In all parts of the country. The wave of murder which is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent.
Okay, I thought those two were married.
Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted. And medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured. I think we have some late word just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to
No,
you,
that's
but it does seem to
interesting.
be a
Now
fact.
that he actually made a point to mention
When this
that,
emergency first began, radio and
What happens to
television
the
was
ones that
advising
are
people to
buried?
stay inside,
like I would
behind
imagine that
locked
would
doors for
probably
safety.
not work out
That
very well for
situation
them.
has now changed, and we're able to report a
Like, can
definite
zombies
course of
get
action for it.
claustrophobic?
Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
There's a pump out by the shed.
I know, that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Emergency meeting called this afternoon by the President. Since convening this conference of the Presidential Cabinet, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the CIA has not produced any public information. Why are space experts being consulted about an Earthbound emergency? So far, all the
And that
betting
is
on
a
the
fair
answer to
question.
that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus. That satellite, you'll recall, started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering? Newsman Don Quinn in Washington has posed those questions.
It's obvious our best move is to try to get out of here.
How are you going to get over to that pump?
At the White House.
Look,
You're coming from a meeting regarding the explosion of the Venus probe, is that right?
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
You feel there is a connection between this and the phenomenon?
There's a definite connection.
In other words, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations?
There was a very high degree of radiation.
Well, just a minute.
Why does that guy look like Joseph
certain at all.
Stalin?
I don't think that has
The
been
only logical
irrefutably
explanation that
proved.
we have at this time.
In other words, it
You're
is the
not
military's viewpoint
wrong.
that the radiation is not the cause of the mutation.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen.
This seems to
I
be...
must disagree with these gentlemen presently until this is irrefutably proved.
Everything is
Covered in
being
face
done
with
that
that
can be
dude's
done.
head.
To hurry for our next meeting.
Professor, you feel that there is a definite connection between the...
Definite connection as far as Dr. Keller and myself.
Doctor, please. I thought we
Oh, yeah,
decided
that's
that
the
is not
little girl
proved
down
yet.
the side.
Was the satellite, when the satellite was exploded?
Unusual amount of
This movie is
radiation
definitely a
enough to
classic,
cause mutation under
but you can
certain
also
circumstances.
tell how well zombie movies have evolved since then.
It does seem to have a bearing.
Will there be a
Movies in general.
reply for the
Later.
Yes.
There will be a reply.
Yes.
Later this afternoon.
I think the problem is
There will be a report.
I think it's just they get to the point where they do so much. I think what makes this so effective is that it's so simple.
You know, we have to try to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we could get care in there, we could get help for
I
her.
know it's one of the world's foremost authorities on space science and technology.
Willard. I
We
saw a
expect
sign
an
that
interview
said Willard.
Any moment.
It's only about 17 miles from here.
You know this area. You from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way up to the lake to go swimming. And Judy had a radio, and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we came in and found the lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down into
I
the
think
basement,
28 Days
put a bar
Later
across the
is
door, and it
peak
is pretty
zombie
strong.
movie, though. I think they hit 28 Days Later. They did as good as they could do, and then
Two women, one woman out of her head, three men.
a lot better than that train wreck of 28 weeks later.
Dr. Grimes, your entire staff, I know, has been working very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers.
But first, let me
Sounds about
stress
right.
the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been
Well,
injured
I
in
haven't
any
seen
way.
it at least.
We don't know yet what complications
What?
might result from
28 days.
How
Here.
bad has your kid been hurt?
Correct.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's pretty good.
Look, you go down there and tell Judy. Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
It shows everything perfect, like the the dangers of zombies,
which all 4 limbs have
fucking
been amputated.
people being smart,
Sometime early this
people being
morning,
stupid,
it opened its eyes.
people
began to move
showing
its
that
trunk.
humans
It was dead,
are typically
but it
the
opened
worst
its
enemy
eyes
no
and
matter
tried
what.
to move.
Kind of like your campaign that you had
Did she ask for me?
that you
Oh
were
my
telling me
gosh.
about the other night.
I don't
Yeah,
understand. Baby.
let's just bring them inside
Mommy.
so we can study them.
I heard.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
I'll come
Let's
back
do
down
it
the streets
anyway.
and find out what they want.
Thank you, Judy.
You ever heard of the movie White
The body should be
Zombie?
disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
Well, how long after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? Will
You
that
guys
just
hear
give
her?
people time to make any arrangements?
Oh, you're right. It doesn't
Yeah.
give them time to make funeral
Oh,
arrangements.
they came.
Bodies must be carried to the street
Oh, I heard.
You're talking too
and burned.
quietly.
They must be
I
burned
heard.
immediately.
Apparently so.
Soak them
Eric
with
didn't hear you.
gasoline
Bobby
and
says he
burn
heard you, but Eric did not.
The bereaved will have to forego the
We were
dubious
talking
comforts
about
that
the
a
movie
funeral
White
service will
Zombie.
give. They're just
It
dead
was from the
flesh and
1930s. It's
dangerous.
apparently.
I see.
Judy, I need you to find some bedspreads or sheets to tear up into small strips, okay? Is there a fruit cellar here?
Yes.
We need some bottles or jars. Make
Uh-huh.
Molotov cocktails and hold them out
Okay,
while we
you
try
got
to
you.
escape.
Hey, there's a big can of kerosene down
Why
there.
am I saying that like you can't hear him?
I'll look for the bottles.
There's a big key ring down there.
I'm really interested.
There may be a key to the gas pump on
You
it.
should watch this.
I'll check.
We can toss the cocktails from a window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out and try to get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave a door open someplace.
Yeah, that's right. It better be this door. It's closer to the truck. Before we go out, we'll put some supplies behind the cellar door. While we're gone, the rest of you can hold up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's labeled for the gas pump out back.
I'm not really that used to the truck. I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
Only way we can watch movies is buying an items.
You're it then. You and I'll go.
Yar.
We'll put whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door. You can
I know
go
some
upstairs and toss
amazing,
the cocktails from a
perfectly
window.
legal websites.
Tom, you and I will have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, you hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no
Yeah,
good to board that
perfect.
because we'll have to get back in quickly. After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck. Now let's move
We
it.
don't have to worry about
Placed fully safety, except to the rescue station.
that.
Indications are that before this emergency is over,
I should.
we will
Yeah.
need many more
We're getting snow
such
in
rescue
Alaska.
stations.
Really bad one, too.
You always have a smile for me. How can you smile like that all the time? How many do you have done? Come on, honey, we gotta move.
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out. All you get is a recorded message.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
Everything will be all right. As soon as we get to Willard, we'll call them. They might even be there.
I know. Tom? Are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What, about getting out of here?
Yeah.
Well, the television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a rescue station.
I don't know.
Come on, honey, you're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
But why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff.
But we're safe in here.
For how long, honey? We're safe now. But there's going to be more and more of those things.
I know. I know all that.
Hey, listen. Remember when we had the big flood? Remember how difficult it was for us to convince you that it was right to leave? Remember we had to go to Willard then? This isn't a passing thing, honey. It's not like just a wind passing through. We've got to do something, and fast.
I just don't want you to go out there, that's all.
Hey, Smiley. Where's that big smile for me? Boy, you sure don't use it all. We got work to do, honey. And you.
Huge fan, really into it. Grabbed me. It's on MGM, right?
I believe MGM, yes.
Really, really good show.
We're gonna get her downstairs.
Should have been.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
That's my little promotion.
She's right. You have to go downstairs now, just for a little while until we get back.
You know what just hit me?
Then
How
we
do you
can
know
all
her name
leave.
was Barbara? She.
Oh,
wait,
not to leave.
I forgot
Yes.
when Barbara was telling her story. She did mention that, so Ben would have known her name. Never mind. I was gonna say she never once told them what her name was. How'd they know? But while she technically didn't tell them what their name was, just because she told the story, you know, and talking about Johnny saying her name, that's probably how Ben deduced what her name was. So
Good luck.
I guess it makes sense after all. Never mind.
She looks like a creep right now.
Say what?
She looks like a creep looking from the freaking door frame. And the way they shot it too.
You ready upstairs? Yeah. Okay, toss 'em.
Apparently, I was reading this was an independent film.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the highest.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not really looking where he threw. That was a pretty darn good throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost got him.
Can we talk about how the Lions put up 50 and only had 61 passing yards total?
Oh wow.
Surprisingly good.
Go ahead, go on.
Alright, so wait, Eric, did I hear you're talking about the Detroit Lions? You said they only had 61 passing yards?
They had 61 net passing yards.
Wow.
Because they had, on the 4 touchdown drives they had, it was 1 play, 2 plays, 3 plays, and 4. And they had like return, like it was just, it was embarrassingly bad.
No, he ended up having to. No.
They had 262 return yards. One of 72, one of 64, and one of 90.
This key won't work. Watch it.
left
Here's
foot.
the thing. Why would Ben put down the torch?
See, what I want to know though is when Tom pulled out the, like when he pulled out the thing, why was he like spraying the gas?
I mean, there was so much that went wrong there. I mean, him spraying the gas, then freaking let the torch on the ground.
Come on, come on.
My jacket's caught.
Yeah, both killed.
Well, I mean, there's plenty wrong with that. The fact that he put the torch down, the fact that Ben's, or not Ben, but what was that guy's name?
Ben?
Not Ben.
Tom?
The other Tom. Yeah, Tom freaking spraying the gas all over the place, and then her getting her foot caught.
Or her jacket caught. I mean, really,
What's
in
that?
the end, though, her getting her jacket caught is what got them killed.
Yeah.
Because he was on his way away from the truck, but he went back to try to help her.
Well, also too, the fact that she just decided to go out there.
Yeah, that complicated things. There's that stair you're talking about.
See what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, Cooper is lucky that I wasn't dead. Because I'd have broke that door down, I would have immediately shot him. Well, at least he had the sense of fucking give it to him after they were done.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we got this. All right, good. Bam!
I'd drag you out there and beat you those things.
He was kind of asking for it.
That's Barbara's
He's lucky
leg.
that's all he got.
Wasn't that Barbara's leg?
What?
Because, literally, fucking, it looked like, after they're done, it looked like Barbara's knee was in the shot. So it's like, so they fought
I think that
over
was just
Barbara.
I think that was
no, I'm just saying, it looked like.
Arm of the chair, I thought.
No, I'm just saying, that'd been funny if it was. Because that'd been a weird sight.
Tastes like chicken.
Heck, it looks like chicken. Well, not that
so much.
Yeah, no.
Isn't it 3 o'clock yet? There's supposed to be another broadcast at 3 o'clock.
10 minutes.
Oh, only 10 more minutes? We don't have very long to wait. We can leave. Well, we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know. We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You say those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
You gonna carry that child a mile through that army of things out there?
I can carry the kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
What's wrong?
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry? Is she conscious?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
You gonna turn it over by yourself?
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
You won't be able to start it.
Yeah, I know. But where is it?
Oh, yeah, just suggest.
Good Lord.
Being monitored closely by scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis, from whatever cause, will come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls, this one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan in Butler County, Pennsylvania. So now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. The Survival Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull. Officials are quoted as explaining that since the brain of a ghoul has been activated by the radiation, the plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
What do you think from the supply wagon, Cuz?
No, we're all right. Hey, Cass, put that thing all the way in the fire. We don't want it getting up again. All right, I got you.
Chief McClellan, how's everything going?
Oh, things aren't going too bad. Men are taking it pretty good. You want to get on the other
I have
side
to
of the road
double check
over
who
there?
that actor is, because I don't know why. He reminds me of,
Well, we killed 19 of them
what's
today
his face?
right in this
Commissioner Gordon
area.
from the
Those last
Batman
3 we
movies.
caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. They must have
I
thought
have
somebody
no
was
idea.
in their window. We heard them making all kind of noise. We came over and beat them off.
I mean,
blasted
I don't
them
think
down.
it's the same actor, but he reminds me
Yeah,
of him, like
okay.
especially in like
Chief,
the face.
if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head. That's a sure way to kill him. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
I have no idea.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take you until you
McClellan.
get the situation under control?
Well, that's pretty hard to say. We don't know how many of them there are. We know when we find them, we can kill them.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Well, in time, would you say you ought to be able to wrap this up
He
in
does.
24 hours?
Well, we don't really know.
Night of the
We know
British
we'll be
dead?
into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up
okay,
with
I
the National
guess.
Guard over there, and then we'll be able to give a more definite view.
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan. This is Bill Cardill, WIC TV 11 News.
Thank you, Bill, for that report. Official spokesman declined to speculate just how long it may take to kill off all the flesh eaters, so long as the heavy
That's a sign to get to the cellar right there.
Is the fuse box in the cellar?
I don't know. It isn't the fuse. The power lines are down. Helen, I have to get that gun.
Haven't you had enough?
Well, 2 people are dead already on account of that guy. Take a look out that
That's
window.
not
kid.
his fault.
Well, it's partial.
Not completely. I'm only going to give him about maybe 20-25% of the blame on that one.
He even threw you just did.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you see that many, just... It's time to call it quits.
Get over here, man!
His wife is trying to help more than he is.
I know, right?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now? Helen, get in the cellar. Get in the cellar now. Move!
That stereo you were talking about earlier. Again.
It's like, dude, you know you gotta be a piece of crap when your freaking wife doesn't even try to help you freaking.
Yes. Well, I mean, if you only watch it once a year. Granted, I don't even know how many times I've watched this movie in my lifetime.
Really?
Oh, me and Mike have seen it a crap ton of times.
Oh, yeah. Finally snapped out of it.
Oh my goodness.
This scene is probably what did it for a lot of people, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, that's not your baby girl anymore. Yeah, this is why they call her the trowel wielding.
Oh, okay. Artist.
Probably just for effect. Then there were two. I mean, honestly, the moment they started banging and really started to get through, they should have just known that that was it.
Yeah.
Big on this knowing when it's it. What do you mean knowing it's it? Like they should just go surrender and die?
No, like go to the cellar.
Oh, okay.
And then poor Barbara, just because she saw her brother in the crowd. thing is, that was kind of the original plan. Is like if they didn't get in, that's where they go. That's gotta be so freaking nerve-wracking, though.
Yeah.
Those boards and seeing how badly that door just.
Oh yeah.
Ben, how long have you been in here?
Who?
Say hi, Ben. Say hi to everybody.
It's Black Kitty Month. It's a special month. You ready, Halloween Kitty? He's gonna have to be.
Hey, Simba was on one of my videos. It's only fair that you be on one of the videos. So I got a question. Considering that he killed Cooper twice, does that count as a double kill?
Yes, in my book it does.
I mean, he did kill him twice. He killed him to turn him into a zombie, and then he killed him as a zombie.
Well, here's a question. Did Cooper die because of the bullet, or the daughter turned a zombie?
Based on the way he collapsed in front of her, I'm assuming that was the gunshot that killed him.
I mean, Ben's got the highest kill count in this movie.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I mean, outside of the zombies, he's the only one that does have kills.
Yeah, it does. Oh, those are people. I was about to say, I would have napalmed their ass.
Yeah, that would turn out very horribly for the zombie killing posse.
Yeah, because I mean, from the bird's eye point of view, they look like zombies for a second.
I mean, granted though,
yeah.
that would be a very solid extermination plan though.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask, what's really is the point of the dogs?
Hey, Vince, Al, you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out.
Yeah, but that dude does sound like Commissioner Gordon from the
Yeah, Chief, we're going to stay with it till we meet up with the National Guard.
Where'd you get the coffee?
One of the volunteers, you're doing all the work, you take it.
Thank you. We should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours. We'll probably get into Willard then. I guess you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
Well, Bill, let's check in the office, see what's happening. All right, Steve, tell them we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
You know, I just realized something, and it's really messed up. How they had the dogs barking, and the only guy that's alive is a black person.
No.
What? What?
He's talking about how it's kind of messed up how you got all the dogs barking and the only one alive is a black guy. In 68. It is very common for police dogs to attack black people. So here they are. Don't know where they are, but you know, they have that guy alive and the dogs are going crazy. So there is. He's the only one alive right now.
Check out the house.
She got pulled into the crowd of
Somebody had a
zombies
cook out here,
when
Vin.
they broke in
Yeah,
because
sure
she saw
looks
her
like it.
brother in the crowd. And
Okay, I must have really been looking away that whole scene.
Okay, come over. There's a group of police in the other part.
They some good shooters right there.
uh-huh.
He's the dead one. Get up here. Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire? You, drag that out of here and throw it on the fire. Nothing down here? All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house. There's something there. I heard a noise. All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes.
How did I forget
Good
this?
shot. Okay, he's
I
dead. Let's go
forgot
get him. That's
this.
another one
How
for the
did I
fire.
forget?
And that's just the darn shame of it too. I mean, if he would have just yelled out or something. No, you want to be all sneaky like. Speak. I'm about to say, that's all you need to do. Just speak. Zombies don't talk.
I forgot the depressing ending.
Back off of those things.
I can't help but wonder though, when they stuck those meat hooks in and just see all the fresh blood flowing out, that they realized that it wasn't a zombie they killed, but I don't know.
Probably not.
It was so sudden. It was like you barely see him looking out the window. You're like, is he gonna be okay? Okay, I guess he's not gonna be okay.
Definitely not okay.
Yep. It definitely shocked me and Mike the first time we saw this when we were younger.
It was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
See, I think that just shocked me, just the idea that everybody dies. Like, all the
Everybody
main
died.
characters died.
This was the first movie I had ever watched where everybody just died.
Yeah.
There is no winner. You do not cast go. You do not collect $200.
Right?
Nope. I think that was probably the most of the shell shock came from, was that there was no survivors.
Yeah. How are your 49ers doing?
I don't know, I haven't been checking.
Well, okay. All right.
All right, folks, that was Night of the Living Dead. Technically, even though we have done a live stream watching this one before, as Christy pointed out earlier, for some reason I did not have the audio for the movie on. So basically, if you're watching the live stream, you're only hearing basically all of us who are watching it. You were only hearing us. You weren't hearing the movie. So we did it right this time. So we'll be actually hearing the movie. So I think next year I'm probably going to do a Nosferatu. Have any of y'all seen the original Nosferatu?
heat up
No.
something.
Well, you know I have.
Oh, it's right there, but that's not what I. That's not now. Right?
He must be talking to Kay.
I definitely have.
Yeah. We gotta tighten up the cat tree. We're looking for the correct Allen wrench for the jet.
Gotcha.
I know.
All right, but Michael asked a question.
Oh, what'd
He
you
was
ask?
talking to Kay,
Sorry.
he gets a pass. No, I was asking if any of you guys have seen the original Nosferatu.
Yes.
I don't believe I have.
Okay, because that's the movie I plan on doing next year.
Yeah, we're looking for Allen wrench because we have to tighten up the top of the cat tree because it's loose, so we don't want our cat to fall.
No, they'll land on their feet. They're not Mufasa.
Wow.
Brutal.
Yeah. This is the man that wants a dog. Really.
He's not like.
Piece of candy. Yep. There is. Our cat's also getting older. His joints are starting to pop. And our cat tree is 6 feet high.
That's fair. That's fair. How old's your cat?
6, 7 in that area.
That's barely old. We got cats that are 13.
Yeah, and your cats are old.
Yeah. Senior citizens.
I'm not saying our cats are old, but it's
He's
your
middle.
cat that's
Listen,
in
my
question.
cat is about equivalent to me in age.
There we go.
He's 40. He's 40 in cat years. I
Yeah, so
fell off
he's
my
middle-aged.
couch and was sore for 2 weeks. So
Yeah, that is not surprising. Things like that happen when you're 40, man. I'm almost 45.
Yep.
It's a way of life. It's like you sneeze wrong and you're sore.
All right, chat. I just want
I
to
just
throw
did
for
that.
the record.
I just did that earlier today.
that she gave away her age, not me. I didn't coax it out of her, so don't get on me.
Oh, I'm cool with it. There comes a point where you're okay with your age.
I'm just making sure that I don't get any crap for it, you know. You know how folks are, you know, they always say don't ask a woman her age, and I'm just like, look, you fully disclosed that on your own, you weren't coaxed.
Oh.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's a 40s thing in general. It's like, because, you know, Michael's new to being 40, and, you know, and I'm always telling him, like, things are weird about his body, his sleep, you know, his back.
It is weird. It's just, it felt like
I'm
it's
just
like as soon
you're
as I
40.
turned 40, it was
Welcome
just a switch
Yes,
that just turned
exactly.
on. That it's just like, what happened?
Well,
You're at the age where doctors don't say, let's try surgery. They go, you should probably just take a pill for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Because you're not
wrong.
recovering.
I mean, granted,
Because,
I mean, I could,
you hurt
I
your
could say
ankle when
that
you're
I just-
20, they do surgery, you bounce right back from that stuff. When you're 40, they do surgery, you might be worse off than what you were before the surgery.
Well, I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers.
Who?
Look at Aaron Rodgers.
He's a quarterback for the New York Jets. Busted his Achilles last year, and yeah.
Distracted. Sit down.
Well, I think the weird thing is when your sleep gets messed up in your 40s. We're still trying to figure that out. But
Yeah.
Michael's sleep is just bonkers.
What's wrong with your sleep?
It's on and off. I don't even know how to really describe it.
I can't tell if he drooled here or what happened.
Was that?
Wait,
What is this?
I have
Oh,
no idea.
wet spot right there.
Did it? It's my hair.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think he's talking
Bro,
about
No. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, what was wrong with your sleep?
I don't want him to keep going. It's like he just like, it's like off and on. His
Oh.
sleep is like, you know.
My blood pressure medication doesn't necessarily do that to me, but what it does do is I wake up like every hour and a half to go pee.
Man.
Also,
mine's not that bad.
Oh.
See, I think it's just the mix of like the blood pressure meds because I'm on amlodipine and lisinopril, but then there's also my diabetes meds.
Also, don't take your blood pressure medication right before you go to sleep. You'll regret it.
Well, I guess technically I do because I try to go to sleep when I get home. And that's when I take all my medicine.
No. Well, you're lucky. Well, maybe it's because my med's a little different. Maybe because I take a different med. Or it could just be the effects it has on me.
Well, what med do
My
you
blood
take?
pressure medication makes me nifedipine.
No, that's not.
Mine makes me tired, and it makes me really have to pee.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I pee more often than I normally would. Thank God.
Are you still streaming?
Yes.
Oh yeah, well,
This
he's
is why I'm
absolutely still
telling you,
live streaming.
our podcast is going to be off the rails.
Oh no! We're talking about pee on live stream. Everybody poops,
No, I
okay?
mean, granted, the one time that you guys were like, was it for Night of the Living Dead or what movie was it that they were all on too, and then you guys ended up telling your stories about the window and
That was A Christmas Carol.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, so that's a good example.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we
It's
got
like
stories.
when we just get to talking,
I
it's
know,
just.
yeah.
It's like I told you the other day. It's like we start off with one subject, and then it's like we get onto it's like we have to literally do so much backtracking to even figure out what the original
You guys
subject
are
was.
you're just young. You guys are just new to all this stuff, man. I'm 45. I've been taking meds for I don't even know how long now. At least 5 years. Some
Well,
of
I've been
it
taking
longer.
meds for a long time. I've been on
Yeah.
blood
Yeah,
thinners for
I'm about to say.
for
I'm
a
about to say.
decade.
I'm about to say he's been on inhalers since he was a kid.
Who,
Yeah,
Eric?
he
Yeah,
since
he's got
well,
asthma.
since his whole life.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, I've been on migraine medication for eons.
I-
I mean,
I've
like,
had
I'm
mine.
just talking
I-
about like more like doctor prescribed. You're getting old medication.
Oh yeah, I've been on blood pressure medication for a while. I've been on blood thinners for a while. And if I had a choice between blood thinners and blood pressure medication, I would definitely have blood pressure medication. Because blood thinners changes your entire lifestyle.
Really?
Well, if I get in the car and I hit my head and it's hard enough to go, ow, I have to go to the ER to get a CT scan
Yeah.
to make sure I'm not bleeding in the brain.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. Because I take like supplements and herbal medications that can be blood thinners too. I never thought about
Oh.
it for that.
Oh yeah, my shit's strong.
I mean, I did notice that like I get a mosquito bite and I'm just like scratching the mosquito bite and I look down and there's like blood all over my leg.
That's probably why.
I know. And then I'm like, ow. But I've been living with that for a long time. I am kind of a supplement freak. I do take a lot of supplements.
With
And I
blood
know-
thinner as well, you bruise super easy.
Yeah.
We went out and played. You guys remember that happening? We went out and played airsoft, and then I looked at my side and up my leg, and there was just a line of bruises where I got shot at.
Man.
I do not remember that.
Oh, I don't think you were there, Mike. I think it was me, Bobby, and Marcus.
well, the only thing I remember was that time we went, and then you and Angie were like, "All right, we're gonna go to the car and get something." And then you stepped on a leaf or a twig, and then Mark's like, "What the?"
Shut up.
It's that bad, huh? Wow.
Like we were literally just sitting there, obviously walking. Like it was sleep. We weren't even like trying to hide.
Yeah. Well, not only are you not trying to hide, you announced that you were going to your car.
It wasn't quiet. We loudly announced that way everyone could hear us. But yeah, I think that's because I didn't look until I went home, and like my leg all the way up to my side, up my ribs, like all 10 hits were like just big old bruises.
yeah.
And I was like, dang, why did it bruise me so bad? Oh yeah.
but yeah, that will always crack me up because it was like Marcus is so paranoid.
I also got to get my kidneys and liver function tested every year because of the meds I'm on.
Really?
Yeah, Mike probably will as well. Every
What?
yearly he should get blood. Every year Mike should get blood work done.
Liver and kidneys.
I practically get blood work done every 3 months now just because of the diabetes.
Well, that'll switch up. Yeah,
Yeah, as soon as
probably.
you get regulated.
Once it's under control, it'll be a yearly thing again.
Yeah,
It's because it just started. They got to get your meds right. Like, I got to go back into my doctor to get my blood pressure checked to make sure my blood pressure medication's right. I was supposed to do that like
so
3
far,
months ago.
yeah. Well, so far everything's going good. I mean, like my A1C started at 11.5, I think it was 11.5. It's down to like 9 now. I'm down, and right now, weight-wise, like my blood pressure's been going down. Still a little high. That's why I added the lisinopril. But
You're like, it's down to 9 now for 11.5, and I'm like, nice, as if I know what that even remotely means.
know,
like,
right?
I'm just agreeing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
lower is better,
Dude.
right? It's like golf.
You know what?
Well,
There's only
5.7 is roughly the range of no diabetes.
yeah, like you want it, like
A 6-ish, 7-ish is like
in my case, a 6
managed
would be great.
diabetes.
Yeah.
So like he's getting close to the managed diabetes level.
Nice.
There's like no diabetes, and then there's like managed diabetes, and then there's, you still need help.
Yeah, and also being down 23 pounds helps.
Be in the room.
What?
I said being down
No,
23.
what did he say?
Oh, I don't know. I think he was talking to Kay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Sorry.
you should get sponsored by Nutrisystem because Nutrisystem is doing wonders for us.
The best thing to lose weight that I have found,
Here we go.
I promise you, I will swear by it.
Weight Watchers.
Circle bottle waters and just ditch soda. Like the Circle bottle, it's a bottle. It gives you you can get these things called sips. They're basically the lids that go on. It gives you sugar-free flavored water. They come in a ton of different flavors. It's actually cheaper than getting soda because they really last. And I get it. And
What does he say?
Circle water, yeah.
Circle, like
CIRKUL. Not a sponsor. I won't even send you. CIRKUL.
Yep, got it.
I'm not clearly not sponsored. I won't even send you a link that'll give me a discount. Like, this is how much I swear by it. Like, just do it. And you'll have nice, tasty flavored water. And you can adjust how intense you want it. You can literally put it to 0 and drink just water. The metal. I would pay the extra for the metal because I'll put ice in that bitch and that shit will last for. I'll put it in the fridge, right? And it won't get cold because it's so insulated, it won't let the cold in. So you either want to put cold water in it to begin with or have ice in there. You put ice in there, you can leave it out, it stays cold all day long.
Okay, so I'm looking at the site and they have packages. Like one is blue raspberry, one is watermelon, whatever. How many drinks does the package last?
It depends on how intense you have the flavor. Kay says she keeps hers on 3 and 1 lasts her a week. I put mine on 4, but she drinks about 2 bottles a day. I keep mine on 4, and I usually drink more like 4 bottles a day. So, but yeah, I just gulp the crap and it's the best way. It was the easiest way for me to stop and replace soda. And when I did that, after a year, I just lost 80 pounds. I didn't change anything else about what I was doing. I still did the same walking that I did, all that. I just dropped weight. And then I got it again since I've been here, and I dropped another, just 40 pounds out of nowhere. I gained some weight back, and then I haven't washed it, and I need to bring it in and wash it because since I didn't wash it, I haven't been using it. But I need to get back on it. It's almost like at first it's still a little hard. You still get that little craving for soda. Whenever I got the craving for soda real bad, I would crank the flavor up and just take a drink off a higher level of flavor. And I'm like, oh, that's syrupy tasting like soda. And then I would turn it back down. It got to the point where when I did drink soda, I was like, ooh, too sweet. I'm like, ugh, slimy.
Yeah.
And soda is a killer. When it comes to as Americans.
Flavored with, I mean, it's sweetened with sucralose. Is that good? Is that okay for diabetes?
I don't know.
Sucralose. Oh, well, I was just reading that.
You can get some that
Sucralose is in a lot
aren't.
of
You can get some that are naturally sweetened as well. So they don't have any like artificial sweeteners or anything. But I think artificial sweeteners are fine for diabetics. I think sucralose can be okay with people with diabetes if used in moderation. So maybe not. It's artificial sweetener, but they do have natural ones in there as well.
See, that would probably be the route I would probably want to more look into.
Oh yeah. Dude, you know what? You know what event in life I wish I was there for?
John F. Kennedy top down Dallas, Texas.
Oh hell no. No, I'll just say well, Mike and you will get this. Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was there for that moment in history.
Why am I drawing a blank?
Well, we'll say Marcus.
Enough said.
12 fluid ounces of Pepsi has, hold on, let me adjust my glasses. God damn it. Has 41 grams of sugar in it. 12 fluid ounces, 41 grams, 150 calories. But it's not even the calories. Counting calories, unless you're like trying to beef up, isn't quite as important as people think it is, because it's actually, if you're eating relatively healthy, the hard part is actually getting your calories in.
Right?
Yeah.
Like when I was eating real healthy, I was eating a lot of sandwiches. I realized I was eating like 900 calories a day. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that's like borderline malnutrition, dude.
Yeah. So I had to find ways to like beef it up, like having a bagel with cream cheese on it and stuff like that. Like I had to find ways to add calories.
That's actually what me and Chrissy are finding out with the Nutrisystem, because like I was thinking about it, and it's like I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, I'm lucky if I'm even getting 1,100 calories a day. That's probably why, I was losing the weight so quickly. It's crazy.
Dude. Oh, me and Eric were doing
10 to 30 can go pretty quick too, though.
Me and Eric were
lost
doing
20 pounds in a month.
Me, Eric, and Kay were doing the Save the Song thing last weekend. I don't know what was going on with the guy, but he was he was called Ariana Grande.
Oh, when he just wasn't saying the names right?
Oh, it wasn't just names; it was songs too. Like one of them was A B C D E F U.
Uh-huh.
He was like, I was like, what?
It can't be as bad as that one video we saw where I don't even know how to describe what went wrong, because I forgot everything that went wrong with it. Like it was clearly not the right song, definitely not the right artist. I don't think it was in the right genre.
No, one of the funniest ones though, me and Eric did this one. It had I forget what it was, but they had "Shape My Heart" from Backstreet Boys, and they had "Demolition Man."
Okay.
Me and Eric just started cracking. We couldn't. Gosh, it was like, what in the world's going on here?
Where am I looking at? I really gotta start paying attention to time here, because we gotta actually cut it. So, well, folks, you got a little more than you bargained for here. We came in to watch a horror movie, and now you ended up getting a health lesson. So, what was it? Circle water, and make sure you're getting the proper calories each day.
Yep.
So I'm glad to do our service, if you really want to call it that. But Yeah, that's what happens when the three of us get together, though. But this things just go, like I said, they kind of just go off the rails. But that's what's so fun about it. And soon you're gonna see it all on YouTube. Alright, but either way, I think that is going to do it tonight. So everybody that stopped by, thank you all for stopping by. Doug, a special thanks to you again. I know you had to dip out early, but thanks for stopping by. Definitely wanted to give you a shout out. You're definitely, like I said, you're one of the ones that, you know, I can always count on seeing on certain videos. So definitely glad for you to come by, even on a video that's not your normal topic here. So definitely appreciate you stopping by. But hopefully everybody else had a good time. And Bobby, Eric, thank you guys for stopping by. It was definitely a lot of fun. And we will catch everybody down the road.
Nope, I won't.
Later.
Later.